Every morning, you look into a mirror to brush your teeth, comb your hair, or check your outfit. It's something we do without thinking, but have you ever stopped to realize how strange it actually is? You see yourself, yet you aren't really there. You reach out, and your reflection reaches back, but everything is flipped around. How does a piece of flat glass turn into a window into a copy of your own world? It's not magic, and it's not just a piece of polished glass. It's actually a masterpiece of ancient chemistry and physics. Today on Behind the Basics, we are stepping through the looking glass to uncover exactly how mirrors work. We will break down the shiny secret behind the glass and why your reflection seems to have a mind of its own. Let's get into it. To understand a mirror, you first have to realize that glass itself isn't a mirror at all. If you look at a window, you see right through it. The magic happens because of what is hidden on the back of the glass. Most modern mirrors are made by taking a sheet of clear glass and coating the back with a very thin layer of metal, usually silver or aluminum. This metal layer is the secret. It's what creates the shiny, reflective surface that bounces light back at you. Before this layer is applied, the glass is cleaned to perfection. If there were even a speck of dust, it would ruin the reflection. Once the metal is applied, it is sealed with a dark paint to protect it from scratching and rusting. Without this protective backing, the metal would peel off or tarnish, and your mirror would be useless in just a few days. It is a precise engineering process that turns transparent material into a perfect reflector. The thickness of the silver layer is measured in nanometers to ensure it captures every single photon of light. This industrial process has evolved over centuries, transforming from toxic mercury mixtures to the safe and highly reflective aluminum coatings we use in your bathroom mirror today. This manufacturing technique is why mirrors are incredibly cheap and available in almost every single home around the globe. It is a quiet technological marvel hidden in plain sight. We often take this silvered surface for granted, but without that microscopic layer of metal, our modern world would look very different. Every time you catch your reflection, you are actually looking at a high-tech sandwich of glass, metal, and protective chemicals working in perfect harmony to show you the truth. Science allows us to see ourselves clearly. Now, why does it reflect exactly what you see? Light travels in a straight line, like a ball rolling across a flat floor. When that light hits a smooth surface, it follows a rule called the law of reflection. The angle at which the light hits the mirror is exactly the same angle at which it bounces off. This is why you can predict exactly where the reflection will go. When you stand in front of the mirror, light from your body hits the glass, bounces back to your eyes, and your brain interprets this as an image behind the glass. Because the surface of the mirror is perfectly flat and smooth, the light beams stay organized. They bounce off in the same pattern they arrived in, which creates a clear, perfect copy of you. If the surface were rough, like a piece of paper, the light would bounce off in every direction, and you would see nothing but a blur. This is why polished metals and glass are essential for a good reflection. The mirror is essentially a light organizer, taking chaotic rays of light and keeping them in order so your eyes can make sense of them. This is the foundation of all optics, from the telescope looking at stars to the tiny camera in your phone. This predictable behavior of light allows us to build everything from lighthouses to high-end microscopes, all based on the simple math of reflection. Even the most complex optical instruments you see in science laboratories rely on this exact same principle of bouncing light. Without this predictable bounce, we wouldn't be able to study the universe or even take a simple selfie. The geometry of a reflection is so perfect that it allows us to calculate distances across the solar system using lasers and mirrors left on the moon. It is truly incredible how a simple bounce can reveal so much about the world around us. Light is the messenger. So why is the reflection reversed? This is a classic confusion. The mirror doesn't actually swap your left and right side, it swaps front and back. Think of it this way: if you hold up a glove, the mirror doesn't flip it horizontally. Instead, it reverses the depth. The back of the glove becomes the front of the reflection. Because you are looking at your own reflection, your brain tries to imagine itself standing in that spot. To do that, your brain mentally rotates your body to face you. That mental rotation is what makes it feel like your left and right are switched, when in reality, it's just the depth that changed. It's a trick of perspective that happens entirely inside your mind. The mirror is simply showing you a perfectly accurate map of the light that hit it, but your brain adds its own interpretation, making it look like a mirror image of your reality. Once you understand that the mirror is just a front-to-back reverser, the confusion of left and right disappears entirely. This mental gymnastics we perform is a testament to how our brains process space and identity every time we look at our own face in the morning. It is a fascinating biological illusion. There are also different types of mirrors that do more than just show a flat reflection. Convex mirrors, which curve outward, are used inside mirrors on cars to see a wider area. Concave mirrors, which curve inward, are used in flashlights to focus light into a beam or in makeup mirrors to magnify your face. These mirrors distort the image because they change the way light rays bounce off their curved surfaces. Instead of keeping the light perfectly parallel, they either spread it out or pull it together. This shows that the mirror itself doesn't need to be flat to work. The principles of reflection remain the same regardless of the shape. Whether it is a giant satellite dish reflecting radio waves or a small dentist's mirror used to see around corners, the basic laws of physics stay exactly the same. A mirror is a perfect example of how simple rules of physics can create an everyday wonder. It takes the invisible path of light and turns it into a clear picture of the world around us. If you like learning about how your reflection works, please hit the like button and subscribe to Behind the Basics. We have plenty more simple science breakdowns coming your way soon. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.